Happy Saturday, West Texas. I'm Natalie Cargile, and welcome to the Connect Show. How are y'all ladies doing today?
I'm great.
Everybody's doing good. Yes, I've got my business besties, Shauna Garcia and Christy Jo Lightfoot, and my newest business bestie, Elle from Shop Famous Elle out in Big Spring. Thanks for showing up with us today.
Here, it's Saturday, and it's going to be a good day.
That's it. That's how we like to start our day. We have a jam-packed show, and we're going to get right into it today. So, Christy Jo, you do help women create a personal brand, and you help them build courses, teaching people their passion, their purpose, and or their expertise. So talk a little bit about how you're working with women here in the Basin and beyond.
Well, and that's the good thing about it. When you have an online business, you can work with women all over the world, or women, men, however your business runs. But I think that, especially this year, so many women have built businesses, and, I've been doing web and graphic design for about 10 years, and I just get the same questions over and over. And so I've just really expanded into helping women, build that personal brand, and especially right now, helping build courses, because it's just, there's so much that you can do. And so many people are looking for exactly what you are doing.
Well, Christy Jo, every Saturday, we've loved having you and getting to know you more personally. And I think what you do and help businesses build their brand is so amazing. And it's something that I think so often we just forget. We forget how important a brand is. And so beyond that, you can also create courses like you kind of mentioned. And when you say that, is that like for any business? What does that mean specifically?
Yeah. So, and yes, thank you. I have loved being with you every Saturday. Y'all are amazing, as well as the guests that we have on the show. They're amazing as well. So that's the thing about courses. You could be a photographer, and, a photographer example, you're going to make money by actually going to location, taking the photos, going home and doing the work. And so when you want to expand your income, or, maybe there's someone who's pregnant and they're wanting to take a maternity leave, or anything happens in your world where you just don't want to work as many hours as you can, there are women out there right now who are wanting to learn to become a photographer. And a lot of us don't want to have to just Google all the things. We can do that for free, but it takes so much time, and we would just want to go purchase a course, and you tell us all the things, and then we go start to learn how to become a photographer.
Why is building a personal brand important, and how can courses help you reach more people?
So building a personal brand is important because so many people want to shop with people that they know, like, and trust. And it's good to have a personal brand if not everybody wants to shop just with Target, and we don't know who owns Target, and, we don't feel that draw to them. We don't know anything about them. And so by building a personal brand, people can really get to know you, and then they just want whatever it is you're offering. Like, you don't have to, I don't want anyone to think, well, I can't start my business today because I don't have a professional logo or the perfect website. Mm-hmm. No, go start it. You can make money and build on those things. And it really does help you once you build a brand to a professional brand, to stand out, and that it really does help you get to the next level, but it shouldn't be keeping you from, pursuing your dreams, for sure.
I hate to bring it up, but we are mid-November, which means Christmas is fastly approaching. So what does Famous Elle have in store online or in shop for great gift ideas?
So right now, the gift cards are super popular. They're always popular, especially during the holiday season, especially for the picky ones that you really don't know what they want, but you know that they would want something from that particular store. A gift card is always, your go-to. We carry key sunnies, we have all styles, we have blue light glasses, we have aviators, we have, you name it, we got it. And we're constantly restocking those. So those are a really hot item. And, coffee mugs, we always have a really cute stocking stuffer bar where we have coffee mugs or cute chapstick, scrunchies, little toiletry bags that are just really great stocking stuffers. I know my favorite part was always the stocking, when we open gifts. But so I think those are some really cute ideas that we have so far. I'm not really sure what else I want to bring in, but we're getting there.
Awesome. Tablescapes, they are truly all the rage. And our next guest is sharing how to make yours beautiful as you celebrate this year. But first, here's this week's Minute with Marcy.
Welcome to this week's Minute with Marcy. Right now, out here, we're seeing so many of our patients struggling with head congestion, chest congestion, and some of this is chronic and they're having trouble getting this cleared up. I wanted to take a minute and talk about the things that we have at MC Aesthetics that can help with all of that. First, you can stop in, and both of these procedures are walk-in, no appointment necessary. You can come in and nebulize CBD. This is huge. If you have an acute problem and are really struggling, come in and nebulize with our CBD oil. We also have a salt booth chamber. So 8 hours at the beach does wonders for a human. We know it does so much for our respiratory system and our skin, our hair, our nails. 20 minutes in this booth is the equivalent of 8 hours at the beach. So this is wonderful for anybody struggling with any kind of a respiratory issue, allergies, head congestion, also any skin disorder. So eczema, psoriasis, acne. We focus with this one on chronic allergies, congestion, COPD, and then all the stuff that's going around right now. Also, stop in weekly for your lipotropic injection. We know that those are so good for boosting immunity. I'll see you next week for your Minute with Marcy.
All right, welcome back. Well, Marshana Royal, the owner of It's Party Customs. You are bringing the heat for the holidays. And girl, every time you do anything, it is beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, it really is. And that's why you're my go-to girl. If I have anything, even if it's an at-home Christmas party, I'm like, Marsha. Okay, so your company truly creates sophisticated, classy events, and the tablescapes this holiday season. Really, a lot of people go all out making them beautiful as they're having their parents and grandparents and family come over. And although we're gathering in smaller groups, we still want to have a beautiful ambiance. So what do we need to recreate your beautiful tablescapes at home?
Well, I'm a little extra, so I do tend to go all out with it. But I always say, have a table runner or even tablecloths. Some people actually do like to put the decorative tablecloths on their table. But I just go for a nice blinged out sequence or anything like that, table runner, and then I kind of build from there.
I have missed you. It is so good to see you. You have always come through for me and Natalie, and you've done all of our conferences, and they've always been so beautiful and so brave of you. You step in no matter how many women, and you just get in there and you do it. How did you launch your business?
I definitely would say I would always do for family and friends. And so I was always constantly decorating for everyone. And I was like, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and make a business out of this. Why not? And so it's just kind of grown from there, word of mouth, and things have just been great.
Awesome.
Nice. Marshana, hey girl. It's nice to meet you. I really wanted to know, I know it's difficult working during the pandemic with people social distancing. So what are some of the things your clients are doing nowadays to keep that party going?
Oh, definitely with the pandemic, things have been kind of crazy, but we've all just kind of learned how to adjust, making this, I guess you could call our new norm. So with the events, a lot of people have just kind of cut down the size of guests that they're inviting, rather it just being immediate family instead of like everybody that they know. And then also even doing like the drive-by, the drive-by parties or even the drop-off. We've done some drop-off baby showers where we just create balloon garlands and cute little table things, and people are just coming in and dropping things off. So that's one way that I feel like people are still being able to kind of celebrate rather than just not anything at all during this pandemic.
How can they reach you?
They can reach me on all platforms, Facebook, Instagram at It's Party Customs. Yeah, It's Party Customs. I was going to say It's Party Custom Events, but it's Party Customs on Facebook and Instagram. And they can also visit me on my website at www.itspartycustoms.com.
All right, girl. I love you, Marshana. Thanks for being with us this morning. And coming up next, we're going to be eating. But is it good for your gut? Shay Leonard is next, and she is sharing how her own health crisis set her on a path that not only changed her life, but also shaped her career. You don't want to miss this. It's coming up next.
All right, I'm back with Gina Marie Soto. She's also a member of the Connect, which I love. And
love the Connect.
You know, I want to talk about the, you know, for people that are like me, that are really taking the COVID seriously. Yeah. Share a little bit about this K1 grade sanitizing that you do.
K1 is a Cintas grade chemical. It's hospital grade, so you cannot smell it, and it actually disinfects. It is the alcohol and a hand sanitizer. So we are putting it on the mat. We are putting it on the slide, the rock wall, any balls, any shakers you guys touch, the bar when the kids do it. And it's basically, it's thick. It leaves a film. Our floors are sticky because it is strong stuff.
Because it's clean.
It's clean. And then, yeah, it's clean. And then we also have Serpro coming every month to balm the place. And we clean it. And so we always have done that. We've always used K1 before COVID. So like we didn't have to do anything extra for cleaning. It was more of duplicating the efforts throughout every single class. If you need a break, we will take your children, we will sanitize, and we will make sure it's just us. We'll wear the mask and come on in and just feel it out, or just visit us and just make an appointment to come by and see it so you feel comfortable by yourself. So
I love it.
We love
well,
it.
She's going to be back next week, and we're going to talk about the fact that the Little Gym is not just for babies. Right. So if you have a kid under the age of 12, this can be a place for you. More on that next week.
Shay Leonard, the health guru. Yes, girl. You're with us today. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. I'm so pumped to be here with everyone. Thank you so much.
Well, girl, I already love you. You're a new member of the Connect. And I just want to start by saying that your branding is poppin', right?
Yes, I follow her and love it.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
It's so good. But wow, you know, you're a wealth of knowledge when it comes to health and nutrition, but it all started with your own health crisis. And I love that you're brave enough to share, because, you know, women, sometimes we don't share. We want to show the pretty. And we had a fun conversation this week about just stuff. And I'd love for you to tell a little bit about your journey thus far.
Yeah. So I've always been into medicine. I've always, wanted to be a doctor ever since I was little. My aunt's a physician, but really at the age of 14, 15, I started kind of going through my own really, really bad health issues, and actually started having seizures on my menstrual cycle. So it got pretty bad. I couldn't drive to school. I was in high school, and no one knew. I kept it all to myself, really didn't share any of that. It was really tough. I went to a lot of specialists, and I'm like, it's only on my menstrual cycle. Something's wrong with that, and at the time I had gut sensitivities and acne, body acne. I was not okay. I was sick 2 or 3 times a month, just severe abdominal pain in the middle of the night. My husband would have to take me to Walmart. It was just horrible. And I was still having seizures off and on my menstrual cycle, and just horrible problems. And I remember finding myself at the end of a day of seeing, 30, 40 patients, like, I can't help them. I can't help myself. I don't think I can do this anymore. After I just went through all that schooling, I was like, how am I going to be a mom one day? How am I going to continue this? I have no energy. I feel horrible. I'm sick. And that's when I met my amazing friend and mentor, a functional medicine provider. I've been into functional medicine for years, but that's who changed my life. And we got my gut all fixed up, my hormones arranged, and I have been doing so well since. It's been almost a year since I've had a seizure, and my hormones are awesome. I feel so good, better than ever before. And that's kind of what made me start this whole process into functional medicine compared to just my traditional path in PA school.
I love that you're truly an advocate for your clients. we've learned that your initial steps not only start with the consultation, but you request lab work from doctors, which, I think a lot of times people just don't want to hear anything other doctors have done. They just want to start with their own path. So the fact that you're willing to accept that lab work is incredible. Can you share a little bit more on that?
Yeah. So I think that what makes me unique, in this capacity, I'm functioning as a functional medicine health coach, but I'm still a PA. And so these are my peers. These are my colleagues. I know how to speak to them. I think that is something that is very useful for me. And so when I set up someone for an initial consultation with me, it's about 90 minutes. I send them extensive intake forms that we go through all of their health history. And I tell them right off the bat, any blood work you've had, any testing, whether it be from a functional medicine provider or your OB-GYN or your primary care, send them all to me. Let's look over everything. So I can really start puzzle piecing together in that first initial consult what I think our treatment plan going forward will be.
So can you tell us more about the course?
Yeah, absolutely. So like I said, it starts off as initial consultation, just kind of getting to know one another. And then basically we decide, okay, this is the testing I think we need to do, whether it be genetic testing, specifically women's health, I really focus on, food sensitivity and chemical sensitivity testing, micronutrient testing. One of my favorite things is, hey, our macros are just the building blocks. It's what happens downstream. It's our micronutrients that are so important for us to help actually make vitamins and function like we need to. We need to check those levels. So checking micronutrients, checking hormone testing on them. And then I also do stool testing. If we have a ton of gut issues, we need to check for parasites and microbial overgrowth and small intestine bacterial overgrowth, all of these different things. And so at that consult, I really get a good idea of, hey, this is the testing we need to do. I include all the testing we discuss in my 6-month program. It's concierge. I see you weekly because that's what I needed. I find that the people I'm working with need one-on-one support and accountability weekly. It's not a 5-minute visit with a medication and I'll see you in 3 months. I hope you figure it out. Absolutely not. It doesn't work. And that's why I've done this program this way.
But we can't forget to add that you and your husband also own a fitness center locally. So the opportunities are endless when it comes to health, nutrition, and wellness. And you have to let everybody know, where are y'all located?
So my husband and I own F45 Training, and it's a HIIT studio. It's awesome. We love it so much. We bring our golden doodle over there. So if you like dogs, come check us out as well. And it is on Wadley and Midland Drive behind McAllister's and that shopping center.
I love that. You guys make sure you keep up with Shay at shayleonard.com. And coming up next, Chrissy with Touch of Sass. She's sitting down with us to talk about how they have celebrated their 1-year anniversary in business and also what they have for first timers. She's coming up next.
Welcome to the Connect Network, where we bring you girl bosses month after month after month at our masterminds. If you are ready to expand your circle, join the Connect Network's membership today.
Well, Chrissy, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you.
So glad to have you today. So before we get into all the things, as they say, I want to congratulate you on your very first year down. Many more to come, right?
Yes, more.
How did you celebrate your first year in business?
It's not even necessarily a celebration about us, but a celebration for all our clients, whoever, all people that made this happen. So we wanted to do right by them and just offered discounts galore and, just to show them our appreciation for making us survive for the year. We're going to plan on doing that every year. And so we just had a good, event as far as having discounts and letting everybody come out and let us show how much we appreciate them.
So you were working for someone else previously and then built your own business, which is amazing. And right now, there's probably someone at home that is doing the same thing, working for someone else, and they have a fire in their heart, they have passion, and they are ready to do the same thing, start their own business. I would love for you to share a little bit about how you found the courage to do that, to maybe inspire someone at home.
Right. I mean, I guess I think the best advice I can give is just do it. I mean, where I was before, there were some things operationally kind of behind the scenes that I thought, if I were doing this, I would probably do it this way, or I would want it to do it this way. I would want it to look like this, and then finally it just, whatever, I had friends, I had family tell me, why don't you open your own business? Why don't you do this for yourself? And I never really kind of had the courage, to do it. And finally, whenever I did kind of see that things weren't going quite the way that maybe I would do it, well, gosh, what better chance than at that moment to just say, you know what, I'm going to do it. So just do it.
I love that. Hey, Chrissy, congratulations on your year.
Thank you. Look at you. You're so cute.
Thanks, girl. So I heard on the first time customers, they can get a free B12 shot. I've never had a B12, and I want to know, what is the importance of that?
Okay, so really the importance of B12 is just to kind of give you some energy. It's a vitamin, right? And a lot of us are deficient in vitamin D and vitamin B12. B12 is just really kind of known for giving you energy. It kind of gives you focus. It helps your memory. So you get these shots. You can do them every 2 weeks. Once you kind of get to where your levels need to be, then a lot of people will just do them monthly.
I love that. I need all the B12 shots I can get. Winter's here, and it's mask season, which pay no attention to the dry West Texas skin over here. What are some procedures that you would encourage women to consider specifically for winter?
Okay, so mask season has two purposes. I mean, as far as the aesthetic world goes, right? Okay, so you can go and get your lip filler, you can get your cheeks done, you can get your, filler here in your nasal labial folds, your marionette lines. You may have some bruising, you may have some swelling. Well, guess what? We have to wear a mask, so you get to heal behind your mask, right? So that's one good thing about that. But the downfall with being mask season is we have to wear the mask, and we get hot and we sweat and our makeup gets behind it and we break out. And I mean, girl, I could show you all the breakouts that I'm having to deal with. That's getting better, but just from constantly wearing our mask. So and it's winter, right, too. So you can come in, you can get hydrofacials, you can do your all your laser treatments, and it just kind of, especially the hydrofacials, they kind of extract all the bacteria, give you a good cleanse, so that whenever you do have these breakouts from your mask, then it's just kind of helping to, prevent the breakouts and to clean out all the bacteria.
I appreciate you joining the show this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And coming up next, it's not just a man's world. We have Constance Hardy. She's sharing how she got into the oil field years ago, and she has now created a successful hydro escalation service company of her own. What does that mean? I don't know. But she's next to explain after the break. We'll be right back.
Stop Checking Your Likes is the hottest must-read of the moment. This is not a book about social media. It's about shaking off that need for approval and living your incredible life. Available everywhere books are sold.
Well, welcome back to the show. Constance Hardy with Twisted K Services is in the building. And girl, I cannot tell you, I'm so happy you're here. I've been hoping for more than a year to find a woman in the energy industry with her own business to come to the table and inspire so many. So I'm happy you were able to pull up today. Thanks for being with us.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah. So talk a little bit about how you got into the oil energy industry to begin with. And, it all started with someone actually trusting you, right? Trusting you with an opportunity to move up the ranks. And it's turned into all of this. Share your story.
I acquired a job doing sales in the oil industry, which is way out of my element. At the time, was out of my element. And through time, I progressed, and the owner of my company believed in me enough to say, hey, please help me run this. And I did so. And we did astonishingly well. We did good. And we grew and grew and eventually grew to West Texas, which was like close to my stomping grounds. And there we went. So I was here, we were growing, we were good. And a local successful business person, again, acknowledged and took a leap of faith in me. And guys, I thank God, like that means a lot. So he offered me a position, or position, but offered me an opportunity to run my own company. And there we went. And we do hydrovac services within West Texas, which is the safest way of digging and locating our own lines out here.
What are some of the safety precautions that your company takes when you're digging?
So we're the company that prevents a disaster. You call my company to prevent a disaster. And unfortunately, it's way too common, especially in West Texas. So between our safe digging methods of water and suction, we are precisely and efficiently able to dig without a catastrophe and between life being lost. Sorry, I tongue-tied there. But there's not a way to go around it. And if you do, we have catastrophe. And so between that and our safe training methods, we have been able to successfully provide an opportunity to our customers and prevent them from having a catastrophe on their hands.
I love that you say you set your goals high and you encourage women to not stop until they have reached those goals. You are a wife and a mom. And when we visited on Monday to discuss coming on the show, you had just wrapped up a date with your husband. So I know you juggle all of it well, the momming, the wifing, the bossing. Why do you think it's difficult for women to go get what's waiting for them? Why don't we do this more?
I thoroughly believe that we're women, and sometimes your self-confidence is maybe not where it deserves to be.
Amen.
And we're bosses. Like, believe in yourself, believe in the God-given ability that God has given us. And I mean, we're rock stars. So believe in it, go with it, and provide yourself the opportunity to go and rock them, because we are smart, we are intelligent, we are beautiful. And between these abilities, we got it, baby. So believe in yourself.
How can people reach you?
So email me or call me. My best way is email, twistedk@outlook.com.
Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And we're happy to have you on the Connect show. If you've enjoyed the conversation, you at home, join our membership. We have so much more to offer. Girl bosses just like this pouring into you every month. And don't forget to sign up for the November Mastermind. At the top of the show, we talked about courses, launching courses. And this month, we have Tiana Robinson. This girl launched a course. She's a makeup artist. She launched her course, brought in $300,000 in 2 weeks, and showed the receipts, right? Because you hear these people talk about this, and that. I'm like, where's the receipts? Well, she showed them. And in fact, how did I learn of her? Christy Jo Lightfoot, right? Christy Jo Lightfoot, y'all. Make sure you check her out. Shop Famous Elle. Make sure you check her out in Big Spring for all of your fashion needs. And Constance Hardy, you are on the map in oil and gas. We appreciate you being here. Everybody make it a great Saturday. We'll see you next week.
Welcome to the Connect Network, where we bring you girl bosses month after month after month at our masterminds. If you are ready to expand your circle, join the Connect Network's membership today.